I would like to talk about what we miss today. Today we have no Beit HaMikdash, and we are very, very, very anxious, very exciting to Be'ez Hashem, for Mashiach to come and for the Beit HaMikdash. But for this, we need the Parsha of this week. The Parsha of this week, the name of the Parsha is Re'eh, look. Look. And look well, and we will try to understand the meaning of look well. Re'eh, look. Why, I'm blind. I'm not blind. But unfortunately, there is, like the Ramchal said, there is two ways to be blind. A way that a man is born blind, so he is blind. And there is another way of blind. It's like you see, but you don't want to see. It's like you know that you're not allowed to do that. Like there is a traffic light. You see the traffic light, and you cross the traffic light. So, it's a problem. So, you are like a blind. Why the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed? And why Mashiach is not here? It's a big question that we have to ask ourselves. Every year that passes by, and the Beit HaMikdash is not built, it's a problem. Because we already past the time. It's like everything has a time. There is 6 days a week, and there is Shabbat, there is Pesach, there is Sukkot, there is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Where's Beit HaMikdash? Every year we have Pesach, Shavuot, Sukkot, Shabbat, Rosh Chodesh. But where is Mashiach? Where is the Beit HaMikdash? You cannot imagine Pesach without the Beit HaMikdash, Sukkot without the Beit HaMikdash, Rosh Chodesh without the Beit HaMikdash, Shavuot without the Beit HaMikdash. Already too much. Less than 2,000 years since the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed. It's not here yet. But my friend, we have to know what was the purpose of Beit HaMikdash. The Beit HaMikdash, David HaMelech said, עומדות היו רגלינו בשערייך ירושלים. David HaMelech said that the purpose of Beit HaMikdash, that, like the Torah said, when you don't understand something in the Torah, you come to the Beit HaMikdash. There is there the Sanhedrin, the rabbis, they will answer your question. The Beit HaMikdash, it connects the Jews to Hashem. Like in the Gemara Chagiga said, you go to see Hashem, you have to know that Hashem is see you as well. You don't go to see somebody that he don't see you. I mean, when you go to the palace, you know there is the king in the palace. You see the king see you. The Beit HaMikdash is the palace of Hashem. So you see Hashem, Hashem will see you. And unfortunately, we don't have Beit HaMikdash. The Beit HaMikdash was the house of Hashem that a Jew connects himself to the Beit HaMikdash, connects himself to the. Now there is no Beit HaMikdash. Now how this connection can happen? Well, I think the connection between us and the Beit HaMikdash, between us and Hashem, it's when we say Ani Ma'amin. We wait for Mashiach. When Hashem is see you, waiting for Mashiach. When Hashem is see you, that you cry the destruction of Beit HaMikdash. When Hashem is see you, that you miss Beit HaMikdash. It's something. So Hashem compare this like you like you are connected to the Beit HaMikdash that it was destroyed. So the only manera, the only way to connect ourselves to the Beit HaMikdash, it's through the Torah, through the synagogue, through the Beit HaMikdash, through Emunah. This is the way. This is the only way how you can connect yourself to the Beit HaMikdash. Once upon a time, 2,000 years ago, the Beit HaMikdash used to connect us with Hashem through all the holidays that we used to go to the Beit HaMikdash to do them. Today, there is no Beit HaMikdash. We can connect ourselves only through. When I say Hashem, I miss Beit HaMikdash. Hashem, I miss you. Hashem, I miss you. I want to be with you. So the connection can come again. And I would like to tell you something incredible. There is something that everybody, I don't know if you heard about Rav Shlomo Zalman Auerbach alav Shalom, who was a big rabbi, and he said a beautiful story about a big rabbi that the tzaddik Abi Aaron HaKohen, that he was the son-in-law of the Chafetz Chaim. When he came to Israel, so he went to live in Yerushalayim. And then, suddenly after 1 week, he left Yerushalayim. He went to a place nobody knows where he went. So they started to look for him. Where he disappeared, Aaron Cohen. The son-in-law of the Chafetz Chaim, he was so beloved by the people of Yerushalayim. So now they don't know where he is. So they started to look where he is. And then there was an old man. He said, well, I saw him when he left the house 2 weeks ago, and I asked him, because he took all his luggage with him, he hired a taxi, and I had to ask him where you want to go. He said, well, maybe I go to Jaffa. So the rabbis of Yerushalayim, they went to Jaffa to look for him. Why he left them? They were so happy to have him in Yerushalayim. So when they found him, he was happy to see them. So they asked him, why you left? He said, look, when I was in Russia, Belarus, before I left to come to Israel, I went to the Chafetz Chaim, and I asked the Chafetz Chaim which city he advised me to live. And he told me, it doesn't matter where, Israel, it's a holy land. It doesn't matter where you want to live. You can live in Jerusalem, you can live in Bnei Brak, you can live in Throught, you can live in Yafo. The most important is, don't live where there is machloket, when people hate each other, where there is a community that they are fighting there, don't live there. So, okay. So I came to Israel, I went to Yerushalayim, but in the synagogue where I was praying, there is election there. Who will be the president? And they started a fight between 2, 3, 4 people who were for this. And I remember what the Chafetz Chaim told me, where there is a fight, don't leave. So I decided to leave, not to stay there. My friend, I think this story, this is the reason why the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed. The Beit HaMikdash was destroyed because of machloket. Because, Hashem, the name of Hashem is Yud Ke. The name of Yud Ke, it's the name of Shalom. You have Yud in Ish, a man. You have the He on Isha, the woman. If you take the Yud and He from the man, from the woman, so it remains Ish, fire. Hashem, when anywhere where there is shalom, Hashem is there. When there is no shalom, there is fight, Hashem is not there. So I think, if the Beit HaMikdash today is not built, if Mashiach today is not here, so we don't need to search too much. It's easy, because there is machloket between us. There is hit, sinat hinam. There is no shalom between us. And the only way to build the Beit HaMikdash, I think, I want to tell you something incredible. Even if the Beit HaMikdash is not built, but if you live b'shalom, in peace with your friend, with your community, with your Judaism, so Hashem will consider that the Beit HaMikdash was built in your generation. But if you don't act and behave like you should, so unfortunately, the Beit HaMikdash, Hashem might tell you, why the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed because of you, because of me, but the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed 2,000 years ago. Hashem he can tell you, yes, but you didn't help to repair the reason why the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed 2,000 years ago, because there was no shalom between them. The Beit HaMikdash is supposed to connect the Jew with Hashem. By all the Jews, Omdot Hayo Raglenu. Like David HaMelech said, Samachti be'omrim li bit Hashem nelech. David HaMelech said, I was happy when people, they say, let's go to Yerushalayim. Yeah. David HaMelech was so happy with people, they are in peace. They go to Rosh Hashanah, Kippur, Sukkot, Shavuot, in peace, to be together. Like Be'ezat Hashem, this year is the year of the Shemitah. And on the year of the Shemitah, all the Jews, they used to go to Yerushalayim with peace, with shalom. But unfortunately, because there is no peace, no shalom, so the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed. So we have two options. Even that today the Beit HaMikdash is not built, but if I do everything that possible to help the Beit HaMikdash to be built, so Hashem will consider this like the Beit HaMikdash was built. And I would like to tell you something. You know, when we say, we want Mashiach now, it's very good. It's nice to sing, we want Mashiach, בסדר. But really, do you want Mashiach to come? A lot of people, they sing, we want Mashiach. Okay, בסדר, yes. We want Mashiach. But do you do something? Because if Mashiach will come, the Beit HaMikdash will be built. But do you do something? What can I do? What can you do? You have to see the liberation. You know, you have to see, how can you see the future of the real liberation, that it will come from the hand of Mashiach, if we repair the bad things that our parents did. What happened to our parents 2,000 years ago? No peace, no shalom between them. And because of this, Hashem said, if there is no peace, no shalom, so I'm not with you. If I'm not with you, so once Hashem, he went from Yerushalayim, the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed. I would like to tell you something that, Alav Shalom, the Ramchal. The Ramchal said that the Ramchal is his name is wait. The Ramchal, he was Alav Shalom, the Rabbi Moshe Chaim Lutzato, who was a big rabbi. He's buried in Yerushalayim, in Tveria, next to Rabbi Akiva. The Ramchal said, when with the bit. He said, what really we're missing today? What really we're missing today? And he said, what we're missing today, it's when the Beit HaMikdash was built, the light that came from there was a gate in the Shamayim, a gate up there, and through that gate from the Shamayim, a big light will come through the Beit HaMikdash and supply all the beauty of the light to all the world. And unfortunately, the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed. And with this Beit HaMikdash was destroyed, the gate and the Shamayim, the sky, from where the light used to come, they close it. But how the world can exist without this light, who came from the Sha'ar Shamayim, from the gate? So the Ramchal said, Hashem, he opened some windows. Some windows. There is a difference between the gate and the window. The gate, it's a big door. The window, it's only small. So when the Beit HaMikdash was built, the light, it will go through the gate to the Beit HaMikdash to supply the whole world. Now there is no gate. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu, in His misericord, His Rachmanos, Hashem, He opened some windows. And from those windows, the light will come through. But now, we see a lot of bad things happening. Listen to this. There is earthquake, wars, corona, delta, and this corona is getting bad and bad. And unfortunately today, we see the world is getting warm. There is too much flooded water and fire. You know, here in Israel this week, fire everywhere. There's too much fire. Why this? Because before Mashiach will come, those windows, they start to be shut. Hashem is showed them. Why? Because now we need the gate. And the gate, it will be open again. And before this gate will be open again, so those windows started to be closed. And the more they are closed, so the more bad things happening to the world. Unfortunately. So the only way, and then, because there is the light from the gate, and you have the light from the windows. From the gate, it's impossible because there is no Beit HaMikdash. From the windows, it's the light started to reduce because this is the time that the gate will open, and the more that they are closed, those windows closed, the more the time of the gate to be open, it's near. And now the Ramchal said, now nearly the gates are not, the windows are completely closed. So if they are completely closed, how the world can exist? So he said, so there is some hole in the windows, and from those holes, the light comes to the world to supply the lights to maintain the world. So B'ez Hashem, this is what the Ramchal said. The Ramchal said, now we understand what we lost, what we are missing without Beit HaMikdash.
You mean, Avi, the light, you mean like Soret Almin?
We'll talk later. Okay. So that's why the Ramchal said, today, we see so many gezerot, we see so many bad things happening to the world because the gate is closed, the windows from where the light comes through are closed. There is only now the holes. And those holes they started to close again because the gate will not open till there is no window, there is no holes, there is nothing. So the Rabbi said, now we understand why David HaMelech alav shalom, the King Shlomo, when he built the Beit HaMikdash, the shefa, the abundance, the light that when he built the Beit HaMikdash, so all what's coming to the world. The Gemara said, if the goyim, if the non-Jew could understand the goodness that the Beit HaMikdash he brought to the world through the gate from the Shamayim, they will put an army to protect the Beit HaMikdash not to be destroyed. But they don't know. And because they don't know, we are in this mess today. So you see, this is the reason why what we are missing. We are missing the light, the real light from the Shamayim, not from the windows, from the gate, not from the holes. So the only way to reduce all this gezerot that we see today through the Torah Kedusha and through Ahavat Hinam, love your neighbor as yourself and do chesed. And I would like to finish with this is the Parsha of the week. The Parsha of the week is Re'eh. Re'eh is Gematria Or. Or that means the light. A man who sees clearly with his eyes is the light. This is something that a man should know. Re'eh, Re'eh, Re'eh. Re'eh is the light. It's like when you bring a beautiful diamond to your wife and she look at it and you see her eyes. It's beautiful, it's nice. So it's you can see the light through her face. So Hashem said, Re'eh, look at the mitzvah. When the mitzvah come to your hand, look at it well, do it well. You should see the light from the mitzvah. A lot of people, unfortunately, when a mitzvah comes to their hand, they put faces. I will never forget. I had a fight last week with somebody because we were in a house and there was catering and they was doing food and we supposed to do mincha and arvit and we needed one person from India. So I asked him gently if you can. He said no. I said no. I said, how can you say no? He said, I'm busy with the food. I told him, we don't want the food. Leave everything. You can go. We want to do mincha. What to do? Please. We don't want. And he said no. After he realized the mistake he did. After he realized, and then after I told him, how can he say no? How? It's like Hashem, you are the number 10, and the number 10 is the best. I mean, you are the best. And the Shamayim, if you complete the minyan, I mean, but Shamayim, you have no idea the reward that Hashem will give you. But 2 days after, he regretted. We didn't ask him anymore for minyan. He was the first man to be there for minyan. At the first, maybe he did not know what it is a minyan. And once he knew what it is a minyan, so he saw the light from this mitzvah. So that's what the Torah said. ראה נתתי לפניכם היום ברכה וקללה. את הברכה, את אשר תשמעון. Look with your eyes, open your eyes. I'll give you today the bracha. The bracha is if you see well, the klala, the curse. If you see and you don't care, this is the klala. Or, Baruch Hashem today, we have no gates, no Beit HaMikdash, no windows from where the light can come to give the influence, the shefa to the world. We have only some holes, but yourself, from ourselves, when we do Torah and Mitzvot, we create our own light. Or, when you do the Mitzvah, we create. You create, we create, we become creator. We create the light. Ki ner mitzvah v'torah or. You do a mitzvah, you create a light. And beside this, you have the neshama. And the neshama is the light. The Ramchal said, there is a lot of big rabbis who explain that when the Beit HaMikdash was built, for the Beit HaMikdash, the light used to light the whole world. And the whole world, there was only good things. But since the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed, so the light, as I explained now, and the same with the neshama. Since Adam HaRishon did the head, the sin, before he did the sin, the light was inside him. Since he did the sin, the light came outside him, but he's from the outside. He light the man from the outside, not from the inside. But I said, with the help of Hashem, when we study Torah, we do mitzvot, and we do the best, we do from the mitzvot the best we can, so we become ourselves creator. We create our own light. So Be'ez Hashem, with the help of Hashem, we'll have the zechut to see Mashiach Tzidkenu v'Me'era b'Yameinu Amen K'Ratzon. You know, Be'ezat Hashem, Sunday, it's the month of Elul, or Shodesh Elul, which I wish to everybody, Elul Sameach. Elul is the month of Teshuvah. And it happened that one day before Yom Kippur, you know, in the big synagogue, there was people, you know, prepare the synagogue and prepare the synagogue for Yom Kippur. And the tzaddik, Rabbi Eliyahu Dushnitzar, alav shalom, who was a big tzaddik, he went to the synagogue 2 hours before that the Jewish people start to come to pray for Kippur. And while he went to the synagogue, there was a man, not religious. He saw the rabbi going to the synagogue, so he wanted to go to the bathroom. He knew that in the synagogue there is a bathroom. So he saw the rabbi, very, very well-known rabbi, going to one toilet. And after a few minutes, he came out from that toilet and he went to another toilet. And after a few minutes later, he came out and he went for half an hour from one toilet to another. And that meant that he was not religious. He was shocked. He said, "What's going on?" So he said to himself, "I have to ask the rabbi, what he do?" So he asked him, "Rabbi, I don't understand you. it's not enough to go to one toilet. When you go to each toilet, it was very tough. It was, he said, the rabbi was he didn't get nervous with him. He just told him, sir, looking at you, you don't seem to be a religious man, but I have to tell you something. I don't know, do you know, in 2 hours, one hour and a half, it's Kippur. He said, yes, I know it's Kippur, but I don't keep Kippur. I eat on Kippur. Okay. But you have to know that not everybody eats on Kippur. And there will be here a lot of people coming just to pray. And I was thinking, maybe they forgot to prepare the paper of toilet. Maybe the toilet is not clean. Can you imagine people will come for 24 hours if they don't find the paper of toilet? Especially you have to cut it. So I had to cut. The one that is in charge of the toilet, he didn't come because maybe he forgot. So Baruch Hashem, I came 2 hours before so people will not see me. And I cut the toilet paper for the people. So the man told him, but you are the rabbi. He said, yes, I am the rabbi. But a rabbi, he is the slave of his community. A rabbi, he should be the one, not only to tell people good things to do, he should be the one who do the good things. That man, he said, Rabbi, I never knew that the Jewish religion is like this. Can you help me to do teshuvah? And Alav Shalom, Rabbi, the Tzaddik Abiliyahu, Dushnitzer, Alav Shalom, the Mashgiach of the Yeshiva of Tlomza, that man he become a good Baal Tshuva. How he become Baal Tshuva? Because of the paper toilet that he saw the rabbi doing, cutting for the people. So you see, my friend, through this you can build the Beit HaMikdash from loving your neighbors. Today, we don't have the light of the gate because there is no Beit HaMikdash. We don't have the light from the windows because the coming of Mashiach soon. So the windows should be closed. So the only way that the world can be maintained is only through the holes. That's it. So Be'ezat Hashem, we see Mashiach soon.